Σε παίρνω να σου πω πως δεν θα γίνει, εντάξει, όλα τελείωσαν. Μην έρθεις, έλα, γεια.
We worked a lot with scripts that Sheena had written that was the dark night of the soul of all these different films. And we played with who was going to say what. We actually translated the scene and we had Tiff speaking in French. We all had to learn the French and so there was a lot of like multi-role playing and we really tried to make everyone do everything.
Tu as ton couteau près du bagage.
Ce que tu veux.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
The idea of acting and not acting, and how you're natural and not being natural.
Would you want me to carry on?
Yeah, we played a lot with the idea of slippages between roles and characters, and this idea of kind of sort of fluid realities, things bleeding into an actor, whether it be the script, the stage, the crew, the audience, and played around with those kind of ideas of what level of reality we were on.
I think the scenes were really thought out when they were written, and then we kind of just messed with it. As in, I played a woman in quite a lot in 2 scenes, I think, but you know that was kind of didn't really matter because it's
For me, the rehearsal period was really, really interesting because discovering new people and it was really a big challenge for me as well to do this project because I'm more coming from a movement base. I really, really enjoy it because it's really pushing myself from my comfort zone, which I'm really strong at, and I know that I'm really good at that.
Especially at the beginning, there was only a few of us, so we did a lot of the crew stuff ourselves as well. So we were doing boom and setting up shots and all of that, which was very interesting as a performer. I've never really done all that.
It was interesting to work with the text and to work with the emotions a lot in a very quick. We had to just get in and then go out and then cut and sometimes we didn't know. I think I confused myself a little bit. Like, you know, like even now, you know, when you, because you film it now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that, you know, I know it's me talking to you, but then it could so easily be not.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Just the whole idea of trying to put theatre and filmmaking techniques together in the same room, mainly because they just don't really fit at all. Most of that, I think, is in. One is the size of the team that's doing it, and one is the amount of time that you've got. So when you're making a film, you have absolutely stacks and stacks and stacks of people and crew, and you have a huge amount of time for each take. Whereas we're doing that live on stage, and we have like 2 minutes. There's a point at where setting up becomes really boring for an audience. So it's how do you make that more interesting? How do you make it shorter? How do you achieve the reality and the authenticity of filmmaking? To make it interesting and to make it fit within a theatrical structure, and especially with some people in the team being from theatre and some being from filmmaking, you've got these 2 things pitting against each other that you've got to try and work out and find this compromise and this middle ground.
I think because every person is so different here, and they've got, you know, they're from big different backgrounds. It was really, really nice to see how people work. And how, you know, they support each other.
What I think we've made, feel very privileged to have been part of, is the creation of a kind of space which encourages failure, actually, and encourages sort of happy accidents. That kind of failure and misgivings and calamity have kind of become the material in a way, and that's just something I really applaud, having the time and space to fail without the pressure of having to make something amazing and perfect. Of course we're working towards that, but I think that's quite precious. to have that space and time to do that, and that's be amazing.
The failure and the absurdity and the kind of ludicrous stuff, it doesn't, even though it's funny and stuff, I don't think it feels like it's farce or anything like that. I think that's because for the first week at least we were incredibly serious about spending time lining up shots and getting everything just right before we did anything sort of theatrical or we broke anything up. And I think because spending all that time on being authentic and creating a filmmaking environment, even though it's far from being realistic, it's at least to some extent authentic, and that means that when we did smash it up and sort of accidentally make it funny and all of those things, it didn't just turn into farce or like a mockumentary or something.
Hi. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to call you. I just wanted to tell you that I love you. I can't wait to see you. Okay, bye.